Hello, I'm Maggie Pashley and I work as a hypnotherapist and past life therapist, future life therapist in County Sligo. I work at Sligo Wellness Centre in Sligo Town, and I also work at my own home in near Droma West. And so I just wanted to talk about what happens when people come to me for a past life session. And so why do people, first of all, come to me for a past life session? Um, Generally, it's because they have a long-standing issue that they've tried everything else to sort out. They could have tried even the sorts of things I do, like different energy techniques, as well as more conventional approaches, and they get to a point where then they just think this deep-seated issue must come from somewhere else. And I think at that point people are often more open to exploring the idea of that it may come from a past life. So for example, deep-seated fear, such as, fear of heights, or sometimes if we've attracted a lot of bullying in our life, we might think, okay, where does this come from? Especially if there's nothing in our childhood that appears to support that. Or it could be find it very difficult to make money, keep money. It might be sort of like self-sabotage that just feels like there has to be a reason for this, and let's see if we can go deeper to come up with an answer and come up with a way of healing this. So in a past life session, what I would ask my client is what they wanted to achieve from that session. So, what particular issue would they like to resolve? And I would spend some time listening to them, how it's affected them, how their life would also be without it, which is, and what other benefits would there be in resolving the issue? And having spent quite a while doing that, I will do the hypnosis part of the session. And hypnosis is just a very, very relaxed, gentle, altered state. I mean, altered states aren't particularly all that odd. When we're very focused on doing something, we go beyond our normal state of alertness, and we go into a bit more of a dreamy state. So, for example, it might happen when you're doing something that you really enjoy, and somebody may call your name and you don't hear them. Sometimes hypnosis can be likened to a waking dream, and I think that's quite a good way of explaining it, because it can feel a bit dreamlike, but you are awake, you're alert, you can communicate with your therapist, and you are not out of it at all. You are perfectly in control. In fact, you're the one that's allowing the hypnosis to happen. Nobody's going to be able to hypnotize you and make you do things against your free will. So I would put my client into this very, very relaxed, altered state, and then guide them. Throughout the session, I act as their guide, and it's very important that I do that. It's important, first of all, to reassure the person that they're not going to actually feel that past life as if it was happening. They're not going to go in and experience the scene as if it was happening and feel the impact in their own body. And I think that's very, very important, because some of the past lives that can affect us can have had distressing things happen within them, and we don't want to bring that into the session. And when we set the session up like that, it's very easy to go into a past life and even see things happening that were not at all pleasant, but in a way where we don't feel involved. We it's almost like we are watching a film of ourselves or a movie of ourselves having that thing happen to us, and yet still have all the insights that we would be able to have all the healing that we can have. We can even talk to that past life self and get the wisdom from that past life self, and get a meaning for what that past life is about. And generally, when we understand and take on board the meaning of that life, and then we can resolve the problem. And it's people are often amazed at how a past life can mirror in some way the events in this life. Sometimes they see people that they know now, and they have had a different role in in their life in a past life, and it can help them make sense of why their relationship has that particular energy to it. And it can just give us fascinating insights, and actually great advice to us in our present day life. I explored a past life of my own with a colleague fairly recently, working on a particular fear, and it was fascinating because not only did I really understand why I would have that particular fear, and be able to be able to let go of it and resolve it, but it had another very, very interesting message for me, in that I saw this particular past life of past life self of myself really being persecuted really very, very badly. I won't go into the gory details of it, but and he was a free thinker. He was somebody who dared to speak up for what he believed in, and actually lost his life because of that. So I was able to witness that, I was able to see it with actually not feeling any sense of discomfort at all. In fact, I felt quite a lot of admiration for him. And his message for me was really quite heartwarming, which was to say that, I lived in different times, and to make the use of the freedom that is available to many of us today. I mean, not to everybody in all parts of the world, but certainly where I live, there's freedom to actually make far more choices than he could, and to speak out. And his message was to me was to make the most of that, and not be frightened of speaking out, and to actually step into the opportunity of having the space to do that. So it was very healing, not just in the terms of the fear, but in the terms of the broader message that it gave me. So if you have, my invitation to you is, if you have an issue that has been bugging you for years, and you would like to explore a past life, and past lives can be explored not just because you have a problem, they can be explored also to bring back skills that you had in a past life and bring it into this lifetime, to sometimes understand a previous lifetime with a person, and they can be very, very healing in all sorts of ways. And while I said at the beginning of this video that I work in, well, face to face in County Sligo, I actually do this work online, and I can work with you wherever you are in the world. And a session would typically be just over an hour, maybe an hour and a quarter. And you can go to my website, which is maggiepashley.com, and go to the drop down menu for the modalities, and you will see there past lives, future lives as one of the drop down menu items. And if you go on there, you'll be able to read more about this, and hopefully, or if it speaks to you, if it feels like something that you'd like to explore, either just to experience another dimension of yourself, to heal an issue, or to bring back a past life skill, to bring back insights into this lifetime that can be really helpful for you now, then please do get in touch, and I would really love to work with you. And whatever way you have more of an idea of what a past life session is like and how it could be useful, and you might also know of people who you feel could benefit from this. So thank you very much then. Bye.